So let's talk about why mobile HTML5 for the final project. So the focus of the final project, the Bitcoin-powered self-starter that we spoke about in Lecture 0, is really on the use of responsive design to target mobile browsers for simple mobile web application rather than some other platform. And you know, in some sense, you know, is it really a mobile app? Is it going to be location-based and so on? Not really. It's really just something where you think about the mobile browser as the very first thing you design for, and then you get the desktop UI as a consequence of that. And the way you get that is through something called responsive design. And we're going to use the Bootstrap framework by Twitter, which makes this very easy. Essentially, by including a few commands in your code, your site can render reasonably well, not just on a large monitor, but on a tablet or an iPhone. So this is really the sense in which we're talking about mobile development here. It's very much the most basic kind of mobile development. We're not going to do a lot of GPS and things like that. We're covering a lot of other stuff in the quarter. Maybe we'll have some time for that, but the focus is not going to be, you know, how to build Foursquare per se. That said, it is very important to understand why we're targeting that mobile UI first. This is a fantastic graphic from Asymco that shows that the PC is over, right? The PC is going to die. You want to design for mobile first. Because most of the devices that people have or that they started buying in 2011 were Androids plus iPhones plus iPads, and that's gotten even more extreme now by 2013. And of course, this is a flow versus a stock, if you know the distinction between them. This is a rate because it doesn't include all the PCs that were installed over, you know, this multi-decade, you know, period. So this is just about the new things that were bought. But that said, derivatives are where things are going. You know, the flows are where things are going. And new machines that are bought are very, very disproportionately mobile devices. So mobile is the future. You should have this graph and the 2013 updating of it in your head. And mobile is not just tablets and iPhones, or tablets and smartphones, it's Google Glass and kiosks and drones and plug computers, appliances, you know, all that type of stuff. Anything that is a device that's on the go in some sense. Internet of Things is mobile, right? Tesla, you can even think of the Tesla automobile as a computer on wheels. It's a mobile device. So mobile's the future, number one. Number two is, as I mentioned, responsive design gives that desktop UI for free, so you don't really lose much by targeting that mobile UI first. So location independence also increases scope. Now you don't have to wait till you're back at your computer. You can just hand your phone over to a friend, show them the application. It's something where you can use it anywhere. I mean, that's a reason Ishan Wong, who's the CEO of Reddit, had a really great post a while back, which said that the reason that people like mobile devices is that life is mobile. You don't want to be sitting at a desk all the time. You want to have something with you while you're on the go. So the reason that Amazon Store is useful to have on mobile is you'll always have Amazon Store with you at all times. It's not so much that it's, you know, optimized for mobile or even suited for mobile. You'll have a better experience in some ways when you type on the computer, except for the laptop rather, except for the all important aspect that you'll always have your phone on you. And that really trumps everything. You'll always have your phone on you. You can use it in a line. You can use it at all times. So this is the reason that really, you know, people want to have a location independent app. In addition to this, you know, by designing for mobile, you have simplicity, you know, and you're also, by designing for mobile HTML5, you'll make heavy use of JavaScript. And that's really going to be the primary programming language of the course. JavaScript is the future. You can click a bunch of these links and get some perspective on JavaScript. It's now not just in the browser, but it's on the server, and it's even in databases like MongoDB and recently Postgres. And so this is kind of the rationale for why we're targeting mobile HTML5. It's simple. It lets you learn JSON. Mobile is the future, as is JavaScript. You know, I think it's a useful thing. You have to pick something to focus on. I think it's a pretty useful general thing that any startup will find useful. So we've spoken about what startups are. Startup is a business designed to grow rapidly. We've spoken about what startup engineering is, essentially the down and dirty practice of actually building a sellable product and being a versatile engineer. So with that in mind, let's conclude here, and then let's move on to getting your first website up.